Okay, so we are ready with the backend. Okay, now there are a few corrections in my code, right, which I have missed out. So let me correct it before running the application. So the thing is that I have to make the function that is constant. Okay, then and then this would be called, and also here instead of this local storage is not a function, it is an object. So I have to call the method on the local storage that is called set item. Then and then the data would go to the local storage, otherwise not. Okay, so we are done with this login function, right? Let's go back to the login.js, that whatever we have written inside this login.js is enough for us, right? What else we can do, that we can use the navigator and we can go to the main page. That is what we can do, right? But see, in this video we are not going to do that. We will do that in the next video. So right now let's just test that whether it is working or not. Okay, and let me show you the console, that where the things are going to be stored. So we'll be moving to the browser once again, right? I'm going to provide the username and password over here. So username admin and the password is also admin, right? And I'm going to, yeah, there is an error. Yeah, it says that this should be target, okay, on line number 15 inside the login.js. So let me correct that. Yeah, here it is. This should be target. Okay, let me save this and let's rerun. Okay, so let me open the console once again, and our that local storage would be available inside this application tab, and here you will able to find that. As I have already run the application, that's why it is showing over here. Let me delete this first for a moment. Okay, and let me go to the local storage. Now here I'm going to provide the username and password, admin and admin. Okay, let me click on login. Now it should display, yeah, it is showing me that please include the @ in the email address. Why this is coming? This is coming because the control which we have used, there I have specified the email type email. Okay, so just now for a moment I'm changing it to the text. Okay, so now that error won't appear over here, the validation error. So let me write admin and let me click on login. Then it should display the tokens over here. So token is not getting display over here. Let's see that what has happened behind the scene. So I'm moving back to the Spring Boot application, and there let me see the console. So guys, if you see that it is not getting called over here, right? That backend is not at all going call. Let me see that what has happened. So I'm moving to the front end once again, and first let me see that what we are doing. So here I'm calling the login from the auth service, and inside the auth service I have this xus.post username password. Okay, and here in the browser, that what we have, yeah, here this is email and the login is coming over here. Okay, so let me correct this, that this name should be username. Okay, so let's do that, let's do that change. Okay, so the change would be over here. I must have to change inside the login.js. Okay, and the thing which I'm going to pass is from auth service. Okay, so it is considered email over here rather than the username. Okay, let me go back, login.js. Okay, yeah guys, one more thing that I forgot to do over here, that I forgot to mention on submit. So I must require to have on submit over here, then and then the data would go. Okay, so on submit, and the event that is going to fire, sorry, the function which is going to be called is do login. Okay, right, now let me see once again. Yeah, here it is. Okay, let me click on admin, sorry, provide the information admin, and let me click login. It should display the values. Okay, let me see any error. No errors, right? Okay, and the thing is happening over here. Okay, not an issue. Yeah, so now here you can see the data is coming, right? Means that the backend is getting hit by the front end. Okay, so that's why we have this URL over here, sorry, not URL but the query over here. Okay, so let's see that what we are doing in the front end. Okay, so moving back to the front end, let me go to the auth service. Okay, this should set the data. Okay, let me have the alert over here so that I will get idea that it is getting called or not. Okay, so alert. I'm just typing the debugging message that inside login. Okay, right now let's go back over here and let me provide the values. Okay, it is not getting called, right? So let's see that what is happening. So this function is not getting called from here in the login, from the login .js. Okay, so what could be the reason? Okay, the reason could be, okay, so here we have to add the cache, that is cache. Okay, and if there would be any error, then it would display it into the alert. Okay, so let me save this and let me go back to the application here, providing the correct username and password, admin, and let me click on login. Okay, so here you can see that the token is coming, right? If I would expand this, right, the rest of the value you can see of the token, right? So you can see that we have the token value, we have a role, we have a type of token, and we have a username, and this is what we had sent from the backend. So if you can recall our that JWT response, okay, all these things are mentioned over here in the JWT response, and the token has been sent from, sorry, this all this value has been sent from the controller, right, where the controller is user controller, right? So if you see the things, right, we are sending the JWT response to the backend, right? So inside this JWT, we are passing the reference of the JWT token that we are creating over here. Okay, right, so that is what we have done. So now our application is able to authenticate the user successfully, and the user related information gets stored into the local store of the client. That's it for this video.